How we doing, everybody? UFC Thoughts here, and today I'm going to be recapping UFC 316 Dvalishvili vs. Omali 2. Wrapped up yesterday, the fight card ended at like 1 in the morning. I wasn't going to stay up and record my video. I needed to get some sleep. But, I did decent on picks. I went 10-3 overall, which somehow still lost me money because I didn't pick any underdogs on this card like quite a few people did. But yeah, I got the main event right. Speaking of which, let's get right into it. Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley 2. These stats kind of just speak about what happened, but this right here. Round 3 submission for Merab Dvalishvili. That is right. Merab has gotten his second finish in the UFC after finishing Sean O'Malley in round 3. This fight, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not shocked at the outcome. I'm shocked that he finished him. I'm not shocked that Merab won. I'm more shocked at how Sean didn't look as good as I thought he was in the rematch on the feet. He didn't, round 1, he gets clearly outstruck by Merab. Actually gets, pressed into the fence a couple times. Same with round 2. And round 2 was closer. It was, but there were just some moments where Merab was pressing harder and landed, seemingly the better shots in the round. But Sean did land, a really good, I want to say it was a left hand down the middle. That was the best shot he landed all fight. And on the break of certain exchanges, he would throw wild, kind of trying to catch Merab off guard. Round 3, though. God damn, man. Merab, in this round, after, in my personal opinion, banking the first 2 rounds, I think round 1 is very clearly Merab. Round 2 is a bit closer. I lean more towards Merab in this case because I think that he did get bigger reactions and actually, press Sean against the fence in moments, landing some thighs and knees to the thigh and shit like that. But round 3, Merab didn't give a fuck about the stand-up. He immediately shoots at Sean, shoots at him, tries to get him down. Sean escapes. Merab keeps attacking, gets him down again, and then ends up picking him up and slamming him on the ground in, the center of the octagon. And he just goes to work. Merab actually looked like he was trying to find a finish in this fight, even with, his ground and pound. He was trying to push, even in round 1, he was trying to, elbow Sean's head through the canvas. He was actually trying to do shit, not advancing, didn't really even try and advance, just kind of waited for Sean to make mistakes, which in the 3rd round he ends up doing. Sean, after being in full guard for seemingly, 3 minutes, I want to say, he was in full guard for so long, he ends up he gets on a hip, tries to, shrimp his way out. Merab just holds on to his wrist. Sean then, gives up his back, and Merab takes the sprawl position, but then starts to, crank on the face of Sean, almost in, a ninja choke, and then kind of forces him in north-south, and just, makes a north, and then just, transitions to a north-south submission, and just puts all his weight on his chest and drops down on Sean O'Malley while cranking on his neck, forcing Sean to tap. This was a damn near flawless performance from Merab Dvalishvili in a fight that almost goes 3 rounds against Sugar Sean O'Malley. That was really good. He even looked good on the feet in moments, man. That's scary. I don't know who beats him. Corey definitely doesn't beat him, in my opinion. Corey doesn't have the danger on the feet, in my personal opinion. He doesn't have that X factor on the stand-up anymore that Sean does. Merab's not going to respect him at all. You know what I mean? When does Merab turn 35? When does he turn 35? That's not his birthday. When's his birthday? Do I have to go to fucking Tapology for this shit? Someone let me know when Merab's birthday is. But goddamn, that was a brilliant performance. And I don't even know what you do with, because they're going to do the Corey Sandhagen fight with Merab, finally give Corey his shot at a title. Song's number 5? When did that happen? When did Song Yadong become number 5? Sean, with Piotr being booked, and Sean probably not going to fight until later in the year, maybe early next year, you could probably do him and Umar. That's probably a fight that they'll be looking to make. Because it's either that or Sean versus maybe, like, Song. Maybe. You know what I mean? Because, like, these fights all the way down here make literally no, like, Davison down make no sense for Sean to fight that far down. It should be Sean versus either Umar. Maybe you give Song Yadong that big because he's kind of like a fan favorite, you know what I mean? But I thought that was highlighted because the fucking, it's like, oh, there we go. But yeah, Merab, Corey, Sean, Umar, those are the fights that you probably make in the men's bantamweight division. I don't know, man. I think Merab's going to be champ for a while, dude. After that, like, say what you want about Sean, right? Say what you want about his antics outside of the cage. And him, he was locked in this fight camp. Nobody does him like that. Nobody, Aljo was never even able to get in those positions like that, ever. You know what I mean? Like, even Jan in the grappling wasn't able to do that. Merab beat him across 5 rounds in a competitive fight, but won it. And then in the rematch, where everyone thinks it's going to be even closer than the first fight because Sean is so locked in, Merab makes it a fucking cakewalk. And again, I think the real reason is, look at these numbers from Sugar Sean O'Malley. He threw 65 strikes in damn near 15 minutes. You're not going to win against Merab like that. You're just not. Even if you're a sharpshooter, that's just not how it works. You need to throw more. You're not like... And I know that's hard to do. I know that's hard to do against Merab, but it doesn't help that Sean's coach is fucking Tim Welch. Great round, buddy. Great round, Shug. Shug, what a great round, Shug. After round 1, this round. Great round, Shug. Fucking impeccable round, Shug. Getting elbowed into the ground at the end of the round. Great round, Shug. Great round. We totally won that. I don't know what you do. Like, Sean, he's lost twice in a row now. That's fucking crazy. I don't know. It's wild. We move to the co-main event. Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Went about as well for Juliana as I thought it would. Juliana on the feet was doing, like, some things, I guess. But even then, Kayla was landing some stuff on the feet of her own. Just, you know, overhands, kind of hooking. Like, Juliana just isn't good, man. She looks so scared in this fight. And when she got taken down the first time, I was like, oh boy. And then round 2 rolled around. And it was a lot of the same. On the feet even, like Kayla backing her up, making her scared of the takedown, backing her up, just kind of showing her strength in the clinch. And then Juliana goes for a takedown in the clinch for some reason. I don't know why she did that. Giving Kayla even more leverage when she defends it and kind of just slams her down. Kayla just goes to work, elbowing, throwing punches. Juliana, of course, trying to get subs off her back. She actually got a point deducted in round 1 because she threw like 3 up kicks when Kayla was grounded. So the first round was actually a 10-8. Round 2 looking like a 10-9 again. So she would have been down 3 rounds going into round 3. Which, yikes. But it doesn't go to round 3. Kayla Harrison searches for some submissions. She gets an arm triangle kind of position, trying to get, like, the shoulder pressure going, which, honestly, she could have gotten the tap from that, because Juliana looked like she was like, this fucking sucks. But, and then she kind of escapes from that. Juliana, she's able to get her arm down. Kayla, immediately seeing this, grabs the wrist and just fucking cranks a Kimura and ends up getting the tap. With little time on the clock, she wins. Juliana Pena, get the fuck out of here. Kayla Harrison, and new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. Probably for a while. I don't think anyone beats her, if I'm being honest, like, at all. Amanda Nunes is probably the only chance, because let's look at these rankings. What did I say, by the way? I said Ketlen Vieira is going to be Kayla Harrison's hardest matchup. Like, she is just that, just because of the physicality difference that she has over a lot of other girls. Like, Ketlen is, like, kind of similar size to Kayla. Raquel Pennington gets done dirty. Let's just keep it a buck. Norma Dumont, even though, like, she's actually looked pretty good as of recent. I think we can all agree that Norma's actually looked pretty solid. I don't know if she has the, like, what's her takedown defense as well? 72, so maybe Norma Dumont could be a tough fight. But after that, Macy Chasson just got blobbed by Caitlin Vieira. Irene Aldana gets done so dirty, it's insane. And everyone down here just isn't going to get a title shot. It's going to take an Amanda Nunes to beat Kayla. It's going to take an Amanda Nunes to beat her, because I don't see any active girl doing it. Unless Kayla's older. She's 34, right? Yeah. So maybe age maybe catches up to her in a couple years, but yeah, minus 655, 625 as the challenger, by the way. This fight couldn't go either way. It was, I know what people were trying to do with, like, maybe Juliana Pena's able to gas her out. My idea was Kayla Harrison is going to bank at least the first 3 rounds, because Juliana is terrible. Maybe she gets a submission, but I was like, dude, she doesn't finish Kayla. Have fun trying to do that. Even a gassed out Kayla Harrison is that good on the ground. And her striking, just, they were trying to hype up her power. Juliana Pena hits extremely hard. No, she doesn't. But yeah, great win for Kayla Harrison. Juliana, go back. She should actually probably fight Norma Dumont. But yeah, great win. We move to the featured fight. Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. A little bit of a weird fight. Joe Pyfer fucking drops him twice in the first round. Arguably a 10-8. 10-8. I gave it a 10-8 because Kelvin did basically nothing in the first round. He got dropped bad like 30 seconds into the round, and then at the end of the round he got dropped again, and in between that, Joe Pyfer landed a fucking head kick that should have knocked out Kelvin. I have no idea how he made it past the first round. I know he's got a hell of a chin, but Jesus Christ. Round 2, I don't know what they were talking about with these striking numbers, dude. They had Kelvin up in round 2. I was like, you're fucking crazy. Joe Pyfer clearly outlanded and outdid Kelvin in round 2. Round 3 is Kelvin. I guess he got outstruck. I gave round 3 to Kelvin, I'll be honest with you. I thought that he landed the better shots in the round. Joe Pyfer did land some stuff, mostly jabs and body kicks. But Kelvin seemingly had the bigger reactions of the round and was pressing the pace near the end. But round 2 and round 1 were so clearly Joe Pyfer, and I gave round 1 a 10-8. I had it 29-27 for Joe Pyfer. I wanted Joe Pyfer to finish Kelvin, whether it was knockout or submission, but Kelvin's tough, so that's kind of a hard thing to ask for. So I'm not, like, crazy disappointed that he didn't finish Kelvin. Like, when was the last time, like, Kelvin got finished by Sean Brady, who, like, just finished Leon Edwards, who Bilal couldn't finish? You know what I mean? Which, that's a crazy fucking statement, but, you know, like, Kelvin only loses to, like, really solid guys, in my opinion. Like, look at this. Like, let's look at the guys that he's lost to recently. Sean Brady. Okay. He lost to Jared Cannonier. Loses to Robert Whittaker. Loses to Jack Hermanson. Loses to Darren Till. Loses to Adesanya. You know what I mean? Like, look at these losses. These are not bad. I know they're all at 185, except for the Sean Brady one. Well, actually, yeah, this was a middleweight fight. I don't know why I said, but Joe beat him. So, Joe, what do you do with Joe? Unironically, give him Abos Magomedov. Fuck it. Abos does not deserve a fight up for beating Michel Pereira. Fight down, buddy. If Ignacio Bahamondes got removed from the rankings after beating number 13 Jalen Turner over here, and he's not even ranked anymore, you know what I mean? Like, you have to fight down, buddy. Have fun doing that. Yeah, good win for Joe Pyfer. Did what I thought he would early on, just didn't get the finish. We move to Mario Batista versus Patchy Mix. A lot of people are getting angry at Patchy Mix right now, of course, based on this performance. I'm more just like mystified almost in a way. You know what I mean? Like, ever since Patchy Mix became Bellator champion, like even before that, like when he was winning, like even like the Magomedov first fight, you know what I mean? We were told Patchy Mix is a threat to every person in the bantamweight division in the UFC, and I believed it. And to be fair, like he had his moments in this fight. Like there were moments where he split Mario's lip in the third round with a left straight. I don't know what, like I said in my picks, I've never seen a guy who's been hyped up as much as he has outside the UFC have such underwhelming striking and striking defense in my life. Insane. And he didn't even go for takedowns until round 3. He shot a very lackluster takedown like 12 seconds into the round. Besides that, he did nothing with the grappling, which is where, in my mind, I've seen tall, lanky grapplers like Damone Blackshear arguably win the first 2 rounds. He ragdolled Mario in round 1. In round 2, he did much of the same until like the last minute. I don't know why Patchy didn't grapple. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because octagon jitters, or maybe, I don't know the last time that he fought. I don't know when the second Magomedov fight happened. I think it's been over a year. But I don't know, man. Mario looked really good, though. I think trying to downplay Patchy Mix is in turn trying to downplay what Mario looked fucking good. Let's just say it how it is. He looked really good. He's asking for a top 15 or top 5 opponent next. You can get fucking Cheeto. You can rebook the Cheeto fight, or you can do him versus, well, Davison's going to be out for a couple more months. He wants a main event. Rob Font ain't going to give him a main event. And Rob Font he's like got a fight like in, I think it's him and Song, right, that are being like rumored to fight actually. So maybe Song doesn't fight. Yeah, so maybe it is just Umar Sean. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do with Mario. Patchy, fucking, I don't know what you do with him either. He was so hyped up going into this fight week, and now it's just like all down the shitter. So, yeah, I don't know. We move to the start of the main card. Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. Dude, Kevin looked good. Like, I know it's crazy to say that. Like, because, like, Kevin normally, like, doesn't look good. But he looked fucking, like, spectacular. I'm trying to, like, think about the last time that Kevin even remotely looked this locked in a fight. He didn't even, like, the Gunnar Nelson performance, maybe it's because of the grappling, he still, like, had bad moments. This fight, dude, he legit just styled on him. Like, McCall, he got dropped. You know what I mean? When was the last time he even, like... Dude, I think the last time he looked this fucking good was maybe the Chiesa or Ponzinibbio performance. He did a whole lot of nothing in the Della Maddalena. He did, like, a whole lot of nothing in the Page. Got just outsped. McCall, he got an early sub, but got dropped. This fight, just fucking blah, blah. This fight went the distance, but, dude... Kevin looked locked in. Like, I think that all the, like, you're a 50-50 fighter, and, like, all the shit talk that the fans have brought on him, especially after the Jackson podcast incident, dude, I think it kind of burned a fire under Kevin Holland. Round 1, just using his range. Vicente Luque isn't the type of guy to throw more than one strike at a time. He's slower in the top 15 as well. And Kevin just kind of Styles on him, lands a crazy elbow in the clinch that seemingly hurts Vicente. Goes kind of buck wild after that, almost gets clipped. Vicente Luque landed a good, I want to say it was a right hook or left lunging hook or something like that. That kind of offset Kevin. Round 2 opens up. Kevin again kind of talking his shit, kind of walking him down. Catches a kick that Vicente throws low, drops him down. Vicente immediately charges his head into Kevin's chest. And Kevin, like everyone was saying, I'm not going to try and take credit for this, because everyone's been saying this going into this fight. Vicente and Kevin are both ruthless when it comes to those front headlock chokes. And Kevin locks up. I want to say it was an anaconda, isn't anaconda is head to, like, elbow crease, right? Because Darce is where you have your elbow crease on their armpit and you're pulling. I think it was a Darce or anaconda who, like, they called it a Darce on the broadcast, but my buddy was telling me it was an anaconda, and he made that distinction last week, I want to say. When Jordan Levitt got it over Kurt Holleba. But either way, everyone's been saying that about Luque and Holland, how they're so ruthless when it comes to those front headlock, and Kevin just beat him to it. And Vicente, dude, he compressed himself so hard, and Vicente was forced to tap. I don't know if Vicente's ever been submitted in the UFC. I don't know. Is that a thing? Has he ever been subbed and I'm just forgetting it? I don't think so, right? Because he's... Yeah, I don't think he's ever been... Has he ever been subbed in his career? Because, I mean, Kevin looked good. He looked... Like, I'll say it again, dude. He looked really good. He called for Colby Covington. He's going to be number 14 come Monday. He's going to take... So, dude, Michael Venom Page might actually get kicked out of the rankings. Or they might just kick Vicente off and keep Michael on. Colby's number 9. Kevin, I'm assuming, and Colby probably have beef because they both just talk a whole lot of shit about other people. That's a crazy fight. I love that. That would, dude, you could do that on a pay-per-view main card. You could make that a fight night main event if you wanted. Like, that's how much I like that fight. I think everyone can attest to that. Kevin Holland versus Colby Covington, 5 rounds on a main event, or just like a fight night. Not a fight night, but a pay-per-view main card, featured fight, or like... Yeah, probably a featured fight. I don't know if that would be the co-main. Maybe a co-main of like a worse pay-per-view, maybe. But what a fight that would be with Kevin and Colby, dude. Because he looked really good. Got to give Kevin his props. When he looks good, he looks really good. It's just we haven't seen him look really good in a while. You know what I mean? So, great win for Kevin Holland. We move to the featured prelim. Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. I'm going to try and get through these next couple fights because I've been yapping for 23 minutes on the fucking main card, essentially. Joshua styled on him. Round 1 was a bit competitive just because Joshua... Well, it wasn't actually. Like, striking numbers, it looks competitive, and then you see this fucking number right here. Joshua just kind of, like, outdoes him in the round. Knocks him down. I forget if he knocked him down twice in round 1 or twice in round 2. I want to say it was twice in round 1 and then once in round 3, right? Because I hate how it doesn't say just like 1 or 2 here. Because I know he dropped him with the 1-2-1 in the first round, where he threw a jab, threw a right hand, and then followed up with like a shovel uppercut almost with his left hand, but it was like a jab and dropped him. But yeah, dude, Joshua Van evaded everything that Bruno Silva had coming for him. Just looked so good. Got, like, even like when Bruno implemented the grappling, dude, he got up right away. Round 2, he beat the ever-living shit out of Bruno Silva. Round 3 comes around, much of the same. Bruno Silva does a bit more. Joshua lands a body shot near the end of the round, and it, like, you can see it. Like, I was like, dude, that was a crazy body shot. And then Bruno Silva's backing up. We don't see his face, and then you see his face. He's like, ugh. And then Joshua just starts unloading, and then Bruno drops down. The fight gets called. Joshua fucking Van is a fucking monster, bro. Flyweight, he's going to be, what, number 12 now? Do him versus fucking Asu Almabayev. Fuck it. Does Asu have a fight booked? I don't give a shit. You know, he might. He does. He has a fight booked against somebody on because Tetsuro's fighting Amir, Kai's fighting Brandon Moreno. I want to say it's Tim Elliott. Is he fighting Tim Elliott? No, Tim Elliott's fighting Kaya Sakura. Asu's fighting Ramazan, isn't he? On that Abu Dhabi card, I think. Or is it Baku? I don't know. It's one of those two. It's in the Middle East. Because Joshua's going to want to stay active. Tagir has a fight booked. Steve Erceg has a fight booked. These, like, the whole fucking flyweight division's booked right now. What the fuck? Maybe if Joshua Van moves up, Andre Lima has a fight booked right now against Felipe Bunes. I don't know when that is. I know it's coming up. When that fight ends, no, that's actually too late. I think that's the July pay-per-view. Isn't it? Or is it? I think it's in July or August. No, it's in. I think he might be fighting in the Apex. Maybe Andre Lima gets a fight in the rankings. You give him Joshua Van, but Joshua looks really fucking good, man. He styled on Bruno Silva bad. Great win. We move to Ozamot Mirzakhanov versus Brandonson Ribeiro. Kind of exactly what everyone thought was going to happen. Brandonson's got the frame, doesn't have the physical attributes. The first punch that Ozamot landed flush on his fucking face, Brandonson does the chicken dance, falls over, gets TKO'd. Ozamot Mirzakhanov, undefeated still, 15-0, 5-0 in the UFC. Light heavyweight wise, I don't know like who's available. Nikita's got a fight booked already. And apparently Johnny Walker, Zhang Mingyang is the fight they're trying to make. Maybe Volkan Oezdemir. Or is Volkan who Nikita's fighting? Nikita's fighting Bogdan Guskov, isn't he? Maybe Volkan Oezdemir is the fight you make for Ozamot Mirzakhanov. That'd be a crazy fight, actually. Yes, make that fight, please. Unless Volkan... I don't think Volkan has a fight book, though. I don't think he does. Maybe? No, he doesn't. But yeah. Great win for Ozamot. Made it look easy, as he should. Brennanson didn't deserve a fight up. He took it at short notice as fuck, though. So, props to him. Ozamot actually thanked him for saving the fight in the post-fight interview. So, yeah, good win for Ozamot. Blob maxing his way through 205. Should get a fight with Volkan Oezdemir next. Because unless you want to rebook the Johnny Walker fight, but I don't think anyone wants to see that. Because that would be a murder. But, yeah, good win for Ozamot. We move to Sergey Spivac versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. This is a weird fight. I can see Waldo winning, I'll be honest. I thought round one, I thought you could give it to Sergey, though. I know that's kind of crazy for me to say. I can understand 29-28 Waldo based on round 2 and 3, in my opinion. I thought round 3 was the swing round. 2 of the judges gave Sergey round 3, but all 3 gave him round 1. I thought round 1 was the round that he cleared. He had the best moment, had a takedown as well. I know Waldo kind of fought his way back into the round, but Sergey clearly had the biggest moments in the round and did quite a bit. I know on these numbers, like, he's outstriking him. All these are jabs, by the way. All of these are just jabs on the guard. Round 2 was clearly Waldo's round. So going into round 3, I had it 1-1. Round 3, Waldo does some good shit, but then Sergey doesn't hurt him, but gives a wobbly visual. Waldo kind of messing around, kind of pushes himself against the fence. And then Sergey picks him up and slams him, kind of lands some of his own. Most of these, like, all of these are fucking jabs that Waldo lands. They give it to Waldo. I'm not mad at it, what? But I'm just like, I'm sick and tired of this dude somehow making his way up the division. Dude, he's going to be number 7 at heavyweight. Dude, he's going to get like a fucking Pavlovich fight next. Or like dude, book him and Volkov. Please let Volkov fuck him up. I hate Waldo Cortez Acosta, dude. I don't know why I do. It's mostly because of the Andrei Arlovsky fight where he was taunting a 50-year-old man and arguably losing exchanges. Not arguably, he was losing exchange. Arguably lost the fucking fight. So, good win for Waldo. Sergey, I don't know what you do with him. That's 2 in a row, isn't it? Because he lost to Jailton before this. Yeah, Sergey's a weird fella. We move to Chaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson. Man, Andreas is good. Nobody does that to Chaos Williams. Nobody. And I'm sad because Chaos is the homie. So I'm just kind of like, fuck, you know? Andreas, I gave him 30-26. Honestly, I gave the third round at 10-8. Andreas just did what everyone thought he would if he was going to win, press him against the fence. I thought Chaos would have enough separation to maybe land a KO blow, but he just didn't. Chaos just got mauled, man. That's 2 in a row for him as well. Andreas, dude, because Chaos is probably not that far away from rankings. I'll be honest. Chaos is probably in the top 30 at welterweight. He's probably maybe even top 25. He just didn't fight enough. Maybe you do Andreas Gustoson versus Daniel Rodriguez next. Maybe. Or Andreas versus... Dude, him and Carlos Leal would be a fucking fight, bro. Think about that matchup, dude. I'm a fucking... Andreas and Leal? Dude, that'd be a sick fight. They wouldn't make it, but that would be badass. Andreas literally just smudged him against the fence, landed big shots, dirty boxing. Ended up taking him down at will at the end. Kind of just dragging Chaos around, and Chaos got gassed after round 1 because it was so much clinch work that his arms kind of got tired, but holy fuck. What a win for Andreas Gustafsson. We move to Ariane da Silva versus Wang Tong. I'll start calling her by her actual name, because apparently that's how you pronounce it, I guess. Yeah, Wang Tong just fucking schooled her. Dropped her with a leg kick in round 2. Destroyed the leg in round 1. Gave her a big-ass welt. Outstruck her. Landed a lot of left hooks on Ariane da Silva. Like, Ariane had moments where she was pressuring forward, kind of crashing in. Wang Tong just did so much more, though. Like, look at these numbers, man. And Wang Tong's kind of making a career out of that right now. Just outdoing other female fighters. She did it against Bruno Silva. Or not Bruno Silva. Bruna Brazil, rather. Just doing way more than them in the fight. And Wang Tong, you know, she's got crazy power in the leg kicks. And that was something Ariane struggled with before. She doesn't really know how to check them. She had to fight southpaw for much of this fight, and she's not a southpaw at all. You can just tell when someone doesn't know how to fight in southpaw, but they're forced to. Yeah, Wang Tong looked really fucking good in this fight. Absolutely styled on Ariane da Silva. Just did so much more. Landed a lot of good jabs as well. All of it off of the leg kick, though. I wanted to see more upstair kicks from Wang Tong after setting it up so much with a low kick. She threw like 5 body kicks, but I wanted to see a head kick. You know what I mean? Like, throw a head kick up there. She won't expect it, you know what I mean? But good win for Wang Tong. Great win. She'll be number, what was Ariane? Like 13 or some shit. She'll be in the top 15. She called for Jessica Andrade. Fuck it. Make that fight. That'll be a great fight. We move to Jekka Saragi versus Ju Sang Yu. What a fucking knockout by Ju Sang Yu. Ju Sang Yu keeps his hands so low, and after seeing that on the regionals, like, he can get caught by Jekka, but like, Jekka's so stupid. And that's what everyone was saying going into this fight. I don't think anyone picked Jekka Saragi. If you did, you were just wishing upon a star that he would starch out Ju Sang Yu with his power. Everyone knew Jekka's a rusher. Are you a rusher or a dragger? Are you going to be on my fucking time? You know, type shit, whiplash. But he's a rusher. He rushes a lot of things. And to be fair, he landed like one good shot on Ju Sang Yu, but Ju Sang kind of rolled with it. And then he pressured him to the fence. And Jekka just throws a right hand, Captain Underpants style, just like, oof. And Ju Sang Yu throws, I don't even know if it might have been the shortest left hook I've ever seen in my life. Boom. Right on the fucking button. Chins Jekka out cold. Face plants him. Genuine fucking face plant KO. I haven't seen one in so long, I forgot what it looks like. He fucking face planted. I think maybe the last time I saw a face plant. Well, no. Did Abdul Razak Al Hassan even face plant? He went backwards, right? I think he went backwards. against Cesar Almeida. Yeah, I don't know. What a KO, though, for Juice. I wish he would have came in so much earlier in his career, though, because he's 31, so he doesn't have a crazy amount of time. But that's a great win for him against Jekasarek. He did better than Enshul Jubilee, thank fucking God. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Jusang Yu, great win. I don't know who you book him against next. I don't know what unranked featherweight you can give him. That would be a fun fight, because I want to see him against some strikers, bro. Just like genuine striker battles. Nylander is always a fun one. He'll mix in grappling sometimes, though. Gabriel Santos would be a crazy fight. Jack Jenkins, when he's healed up from the neck injury, would be a cool fight for Jusang. That'd actually make that, because I don't know if they're making a fight night in Perth in September now, because apparently there's no pay-per-view in September now. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. We haven't had a non-pay-per-view month in fucking ages. I don't know the last time it happened. Was it 2020? When they skipped out on May, I think it was? I don't know. But yeah, Perth card, maybe a fight night in Perth, Australia. Him and Jack Jenkins would be very fun. I think that's a fight that you could do, because Jack Jenkins isn't really that highly ranked anymore, I imagine. So yeah, great win for Jusang Yu. We move to Killen Salkild versus Yanal Ashmoo. Killen just kind of ragdolled him for the most part in this fight. Got a lot of takedowns. Dude, he shot 23 takedowns. Kind of gassed himself out, though, let's be honest. And round 3 was kind of scary. Did he really outstrike him that much in round 3? Yanal landed way better shots, though. Round 1 and 2, very clearly Killen Salkild, just kind of ragdolling him around. Taking him down, slamming him, landed some good shots in the clinch, knees to the body. Round 2, much of the same. Yanal not doing enough. And then round 3, Yanal is able to get some separation, land some big shots on Killen Salkild, seemingly wobbling him in moments. Killen's still throwing back because he's an Aussie and Aussie slugger. But yeah, kind of a reality check, I'd say, on where Killen Salkild kind of resides. Very well-rounded performance from him, but against an explosive 155er who has good takedown defense, who's as explosive as Yanal Ashmoo, he'll probably struggle with just amount, if not more. Because it really was just down the stretch that he started getting tagged pretty bad. But yeah, good win for Killen Salkild. Yanal Ashmoo's only loss is to Chris Duncan, who he broke his arm in that fight. So, I don't know who you give Killen next. Who's an unranked 155er? That'd be a fun fight. Mike Davis would be a cool fight for Killen Salkild. Maybe too highly ranked, though. Trevor Peak always is a fun fight, but Trevor Peak just lost to Yanal Ashmoo. That kind of doesn't make any sense. Who's a guy? Who's a guy I can pull out of my bag at 155? Fuck. Who's an entertaining 155er at that? Maybe not entertaining, but Nurilo Aliyev is there. You could do a fight like that where it's like undefeated versus surging prospect and Killen Salkild. Yeah, Killen Salkild, give him another fight. Give him another step up. We move to the start of the entire card. Markel Maderos versus Mark Chowinsky. Markel, when the stats load, I guess they don't have the stats for this fight. He beat the shit out of Mark Chowinsky. There were some grappling exchanges that kind of worried everybody. There we go. Round 1, clearly outstrikes him. Mark ended up getting his back, though. In this round, I think he got his back as well in round 3, but round 2, much of the same, just absolutely dominating him on the feet, kicking the shit out of his leg. Actually ended up stomping it, which we found out was illegal later on the night, but because I was like, I've never seen it, because he stomped like his kneecap when he dropped down. But yeah, Markel looked good, did a lot of damage. Mark Chowinsky kind of just short notice enough where he kind of gassed out. Could get some grappling going where he was able to get the back of Markel, but not just didn't do enough with it. You know what I mean? Like round 3, he actually flattened him out. Ended up like, you know, like getting full mount, but then didn't really do much with it. But yeah, great one for Markel Maderos. UFC 316 was about as good as I thought it would be. Merab's a monster. I don't see anyone beating him. I know I say that a lot now. I know it's like recency bias where everyone says that, but dude, genuinely after that performance, what the fuck are we doing, dude? That's bizarre. But yeah, I'll try and get a video out for you guys this week. Maybe talking about, maybe some fights will get announced. Maybe I'll make a card builder. Maybe I'll try and do something. You know what I mean? This weekend, UFC Atlanta, Usman versus Buckley. That's going to be a crazy card. There's a lot of fun fights on there. Let's just give like a little preview for that, if I can. Usman, Buckley, Namajunas, Maverick, Shabazi, and Petrosky. Some fun fights on here. Pretty decently Malcolm Wellmaker, Chris Moutinho. Actually a pretty good card when you look at it like this. But yeah. June's a good month. 316 opened up very good. Good pay-per-view. First of the doubled up months. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.